Hello and welcome back to the Happy Hour TV, where we bring you trending and exciting news. How you doing today? I am Cece. NAFDAC has banned the importation of the noodles popularly known as Indomie. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has placed a ban on Indomie noodles. NAFDAC also said the importation of Indomie has been banned for many years and it was still on the government prohibition list. This ban became even more stringent after Taiwan and Malaysia detected the use of ethylene oxide in the special chicken flavor of the instant noodles. According to the World Health Organization, ethylene oxide is a flammable, colorless gas with sweet odor which can potentially cause cancer. As at this time, both Malaysia and Taiwan have recorded their products back from public consumption. Meanwhile, the makers of Indomie, Indofood, has defended the safety of its products. They said that all instant noodles produced in Indonesia were processed in compliance with the food safety standards from the Codex Standard for Instant Noodles and standards set by the Indonesian National Agency for Drug and Food Control. A press statement from Indofood insisted that they had exported instant noodles around the world for over 30 years and they always ensured that their products were in compliance with the food regulatory safety and guidelines in Indonesia, as well as other countries where the instant noodles will be marketed. However, the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, on Monday said that the agency had started investigating and responded immediately to the news of the recalled Indomie noodles by Taiwan and Malaysia. She said by Tuesday, being the 2nd of May, NAFDAC would randomly sample Indomie noodles, including the seasoning, and that the director of the Food Lab Services Directorate had already started working on the methodology for the analysis. She further reiterated that Indomie had already been banned from importation into Nigeria and was on the government prohibition list for years, therefore it was not registered by NAFDAC. She also said they were trying to ensure that the instant noodles were not smuggled into the country after the ban, and that if it was, the post-marketing surveillance would dictate it. Professor Mojisola concluded by promising Nigerians that they will be duly updated with the outcomes of the investigation. If you recall, this is not the first time a ban has been placed on the instant noodles in Nigeria. In the early 2000s, an unverified news story started making the rounds, attributing the death of several school children to their consumption of Indomie. The rumor became so widespread that year that a lot of families stopped eating the instant noodles. I know my family stopped eating it too. Now, whether or not that story was true was never verified, and with time it all became water under the bridge. Fast forward to 2023, we're hearing almost similar stories about Indomie again, but this time it's cancer related. By the way, ethylene oxide is very dangerous to the human body, and exposure to it can increase the risk of cancer, and more especially breast cancer to women. Ethylene oxide is commonly used in the production of detergents and adhesives and pharmaceuticals, so generally it's not bad, but for human consumption, as at now, it's not healthy. Initially though, ethylene oxide was used in the production of food, some foods like breakfast cereal, ice creams, cakes, etc., because it could disinfect microbiological contamination and increase the shelf life of a product. However, with time, experts started to notice the negative effects it had on humans and that it outweighed the good effects. This was because since this oxide was used to disinfect food products, there was a possibility that there would still be residues left on the food after the disinfection, and this would cause a serious health risk after it was consumed into the body. So with time, it became phased out and alternative methods of disinfection were used to replace the substance in food production. Well, that being the case, I genuinely hope NAFDAC carries out a thorough research on the Indomie noodles so people don't incur health risks by eating Indomie. And along the way, I just hope I don't hear that a certain amount of billions will be allocated to this research. No, my country is not impossible, but I just hope that doesn't happen. Now, did you know that according to the World Instant Noodles Association, as at May 2020, Nigeria was currently among the largest consumers of instant noodles with 1.92 servings. Not only that, we also ranked 11th in the global demand for noodles, with Indomie instant noodles being the most consumed brand in Nigeria. Well, you know, Indomie is one of the fastest and easiest meals to prepare, especially the chicken flavor. It's so nice. And Nigerians love Indomie so much, so this report is totally believable. Don't you think so? Drop your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Well, that's it for now. Remember to like and subscribe to the Happy Hour TV for more trending news like this. Bye for now.